important because we realize thinking will affect your life, thinking will affect your working, thinking will affect in society. In fact, we find it's impossible to live an effective, happy life without thinking. Alright, educated, got thinking skills. The question is, can we all be happy? I discovered no. Society cannot be prosperous, cannot be happy just because society has got people who are educated and are good thinkers. No, we discovered no. I realized that many times we cause each other to be unhappy. And I'll explain to you later why that is so. I want to watch this video first. Okay, watch this. Okay, I shared this video with you because if you look at the video just now, you will see creatures helping other creatures grow. But the question is, which university did any of those creatures go to? But all those creatures are able to assist other creatures. What I hope you notice from the video is, you will notice that each of those creatures saw another creature suffering in a problem, and these creatures not only felt the other creatures suffering, but went to remove that suffering. Bukan saja dia rasa simpati, tetapi dia terpanggil untuk menggerakkan dan remove that suffering. Nampak tak? Now that is called compassion, and we are saying here that in life, thinking educated citizens or people not enough. You need also compassionate citizens. Why? Very simple. Can uneducated people create the atomic bomb or the nuclear weapon? No, right? Most probably it is graduates from University of Pahang yang akan buat benda ni. Because you all are science-based. You know, maybe you all can create the biological weapons. Betul lah, Kumar lah. Dia buat biotech kan? See, maybe he be the one creating the biological chemical weapons or so forth. So the point is, education alone is not enough. Educated people cause a lot of misery. Engineers, for example, you know, if there's a lousy building, the building collapse. It's not uneducated people, it's educated people. But because this engineer says, aku nak cepat kaya, therefore aku nak cut cost sikit sebanyak, guna material yang tak elok, he's got no compassion in his heart, no keihsanan dalam diri dia, dia cuma fikir about profit, whatever the entire building collapse. So the point we're saying is, if we want to be happy as an individual, we want to be happy as a society, we need citizens who are not only educated and able to think, but also need citizens who are compassionate. And we always say in Rapera that the best example of compassion is mothers. You look at mothers, and the moment the baby menangis, terus pergi. Bukan mother tu kata, kesian aku menangis ya. Dia kata, itu kesian. Dia kesian dan dia terus pergi ambil whatever, tengok sakit ke, lapar ke. So there's two. Compassion is all about two things. One is experiencing, alami kesusahan orang lain. And number two is desire to alleviate the suffering. Ambil tindakan. For instance, you hear that there's a banjir, a flood in Penang. You tengok kesian, that's kesian lah. Tapi you rasa kesian and you go to Penang to help. Or if you can't go to Penang, you send some help. Or you have a real desire to do something. That is compassion. Why we say compassion is important? Now we are trying to educate. This compassion is a new area. We're trying to educate society, we're trying to educate friends, we're going to share this idea with people. We say that in life, all of us suffer. Betul? Whether we like it or not, all of us suffer. Some of us suffer from poverty, kemiskinan. Some of us suffer from unfair discrimination. Some of us suffer from violence. I'm talking about the world, violence. Some of us suffer from many things. For example, abuse from those in power. Some will suffer from corruption. Do you know that corruption is a suffering? Do you agree with me? Corruption causes suffering to others. So all these kind of sufferings, we say that a compassionate citizen will never do. A thinking citizen, yes. Macam mana nak bagi projek ni yang 100 million bagi jadi 10 million supaya 10 million tu boleh sampai. Dia fikir tu. But a compassionate citizen will say, hey, if I take the 10 million for corruption, that means to say that 10 million cannot be used to build schools, cannot be used to build hospitals, cannot be used for education, macam-macam. Because our resources are limited. So we say that quite apart from thinking, compassion is important so that we can reduce the effect of unfair discrimination, kemiskinan, poverty, oppression or penindasan by those in power and so on. And we are hoping that through Yayasan Rapera, we great citizens, thinking and compassionate, and these people become leaders one day.